November is a bit of a shit month, isn't it? It's dark, it's cold, and there's a lot of people growing wanky moustaches, aren't there? Some of them probably in this audience right now. Now, the other thing about November, which I learnt last week, is that we've got the highest unemployment rate now in the UK for 17 years, which is joyful to think about. And if you're like me, and you have a job, you should be thankful for it. But I don't know. I struggle. I really do. I struggle a lot to be thankful for it. I had a fucking terrible day today. I got this email that had this quite profound effect on me. It was one of these emails, and at the end, it was from a colleague, and at the end of the email it said, "Before you print this email, please think of the environment." And so I did. And I started crying. And I told all my colleagues, we are fucked. We are so fucked. You can't believe it. And then I printed the email. Trying to look at my hand. I don't know why I forget so much. It's terrible. Oh dear. But I work. Speaking of shit jobs, I work as an antisocial behaviour officer here in Islington. I just wanted to try that out. That's brilliant. I'm so happy I got to do that. And I hate my job. I really do. I hate it. And the worst thing about it is that I actually had a job that I loved. I loved it. I was working for Kellogg's. And it was a brilliant job, and I fucked things up for myself. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I had this compulsion to just poke my penis through the variety boxes. And it's fucking bizarre. It's absolutely, I don't know why. And honestly, I wish I knew why. I wanted to stop, I couldn't stop. And eventually I got caught. And on my final day, my boss, she said to me, she accused me of being a serial rapist. I said, no, I'm not. I think you mean cereal. And she said, no, you're fired. and ever since then it's been downhill. Ever since then it's been absolutely awful. Nothing seems to be going right for me, I was eating an apple the other day. Even that went pear-shaped. My memory foam mattress has developed Alzheimer's. And that joke was ironic. And the reason why that joke was ironic is because I don't know what ironic means. But I am looking for a job. I'm looking for a job at the moment, and one of my mates, he gave me some good advice. He said, when you're looking for a good job, you've got to go through the long haul. And I thought that's terrific advice, that's really good advice, but I obviously must have misheard him somewhere or the other, because I ended up having sex with a tall prostitute. And I think, to be honest with you, I think my hearing gives me like a bit of a hard time, because I remember I was at a dinner party, which I got thrown out of. It was one of these come dine with me themed dinner party, themed party, and the host asked me to rate her food, so I started fucking her casserole. So I'm looking for a job. And one of the problems with looking for a job is that you have to use computers nowadays. Surely a lot of you will know this. And my computer has a virus. It used to frequent gay cinemas in Soho in the 1980s. I don't know if that's related, but my computer has a virus. That one didn't go so well. It's anti-homophobic, I don't think, but my auntie is, as I say. And you know, another problem with looking for a job is that I have dyslexia, and applying for jobs can be quite stressful. Having dyslexia can be quite stressful, and it shouldn't be, a problem for me. But for some reason, like, it bothers me. So I went to see the doctor about it, and I said to the doctor, you know, I'm pretty stressed out. And he said, well, you know, you should do Pilates classes to help you cope with the stress. So I did, and I'll be honest, I don't feel any better whatsoever. At least I can fly a plane, I suppose. A lot of comedians, I find it really poor taste, but a lot of comedians, they pretend to suffer from a condition like dyslexia for the sake of a cheap laugh. And it's just disgusting, really. But I can promise all of you, I'd never stoop so owl. I feel like vomiting. You feel like vomiting. I feel like vomiting after telling that one. Bloody hell. I'll leave you with something about my stand-up comedy career. I did stand-up recently, and it went absolutely terribly. Like, it went really badly. And while I was doing the stand-up, there was a woman in the audience who I thought, I'm sure I know you from somewhere, and it was really putting me off. So each joke got worse and worse. And each time I told a joke, I kept seeing this woman's face and thinking, I definitely know you from somewhere. And lo and behold, joke after joke got worse and worse and worse. And finally I told this joke about a sexual assault on a train. And she stood up. I thought it couldn't get any worse, but she stood up in front of everyone and she said, that's not funny. I was sexually assaulted on a train. And she walked out. And I just thought, that's where I know you from. Thanks very much. That's it.